loves! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gems, and on this video, we are doing a tutorial on how to make your own sew-in labels. What do we need for this project? We need a printer. So with regards to the printer, you can use either the inkjet printer or the laser printer. What I have here at home is the laser printer. Next, we need our heat transfer paper, which you can always get from Amazon or from the shop. I got mine from Amazon, and this is it. It says here 1.0 light fabric. This works well with me. I've seen others. They are using like 1.5 or 2, and this is the instructions. I think this one have 10 pieces. Also, we need iron, and then we need our fabric where we will transfer our printout later. And we also need the application called Canva. It is free to download. It is free to use as long as you don't use the Pro. I am using the free ones because I use this to print my label and also to do thumbnails for my videos. So why do we need our own sew-in labels? I guess if we are trying to build our own brand, it's best to use the labels that has got our brand name with it. Like with me, I used to use those generic labels before, like those that you can get from the haberdashery shops. So here in the UK, we've got boys. Sometimes I used to get those from Amazon as well. And then eventually I decided I wanted to have my own brand. So I started purchasing from Etsy. It cost me 50p each, so it doesn't sound really big amount, but actually it's a lot cheaper if you can do it at home by yourself as long as you have the items that's needed. And now I'm gonna share with you how I make my labels so that you can also save money and you can make your own labels unlimited. So we have to use a computer here. I'm gonna use my laptop. You can use whatever computer you have. Make sure you download your Canva application, and you don't need to use the Pro version because the Pro version will ask you for some payment. I'm just using the regular version. Now we are on my screen, so let us find the Canva. So I've got the Canva app here. Okay, so this is what you will see when you open your Canva. So if you press the word create here, and then you go at the bottom, custom size, you will come out with this. So here we can put whatever size we want. So this works with me. I put it in inches. I put 8 here. 8 inches, and then here is 11.5. This just works with me. So we have this flat or clean work area. Now we need to put the word that we want to do, like our label. So I pressed the word text there, and this came out. Now I need to go to the word add text box. So you have that. Now I'll just delete this. I'll make my own label. So I'll put my name, and that's it. Now I want to add another word there, which is grantham. So I press the add a textbook again. Well, I'm gonna make this a bit bigger so you can see. So this is the other textbook. This time you can just type whatever brand you want. So I'm gonna put my word here, grantham. So I'm just gonna move it on the side. So if you want to change the font of this, you can like click it, and then you can go to this one. It says their font. So I'm not going to change the font of this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it bold. So I'm going to press the word bold there. That makes it a bit thicker. Now with this word grantham, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to change the font. Now here, you can choose what font you need, like whatever font there that is free, you can use it. Like example, I want that one, it's going to change to that. I want that, it's going to change to that. I want that, I went to that one. That is actually nice. But I think I'm going to stick to what I'm using. So I'm going to go again and click that, and then choose what I am usually using. Now, if you want to change the size of the font, you just go to those numbers. Like, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. This, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. So, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna add another text, so add a text box. I want to put the word made by. Then I'm just gonna move this on the top. I don't want this to be bold, so I'm gonna remove the bold word there. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. This is the time for you to play how you want it to be. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna put this a bit lower. And then I'm gonna add another text again, which is, I'm gonna put the word creations. Okay, so I want this here at the bottom. And I don't want that bold. There you go. I think I'm happy with this. So what I'm gonna do now is I want them to be stuck all together. So what I will do is I'm gonna drag them all together, like together, so we can group them. I'm gonna press group there. So now that they are grouped, they will all go wherever I want them to go. So they will move. So that's how it looks like if it's like a bit small. The next thing we're gonna do is we want a box with it. We want it like to have a label around it, like a box or something, so that when we cut it later on, we have a guide. So what I'll do is I will go to elements. This is elements there. I am going to find rectangle, and it will just show you all the rectangle items here. So with this, if you can see those with crown, they are something that you need to pay to. So you don't want to use them. You just want to use the plain one without any crown, because we don't want to be paying for that. So I have here recently used, so I'm just gonna use what I have used before. I'm gonna use this one because this one doesn't have any crown. I'll use that. So I'll put my label in the middle. I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make it big so you can see it. I'm gonna make this size around 2 inches. That is 2 inches. That's 2 inches, 2 by 0.8. So I'm gonna move this. That means I need to make my name here a bit smaller because that's too big for the 2 inches. So what I'll do is I will ungroup them. Oh, no, I can just make them a bit smaller like that. And then I can fit them in. Just put it in the middle because maybe I need to make it a bit smaller again. That's it. I think I'm happy with that. So what I will do next is I'm gonna drag them all again, and then I'm gonna group them, like the word that says group, so that this outline here, the box there, and the name are all together. So if I move them, they all move together. So I'll make it a bit smaller. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move this on the side, and we wanted to print this first so that we know if we are happy with it. So I will have to save it first before printing it. So gems, label, sample. Today is February, so I'll put Feb. It says there's show in finders, and then there you go. That's how it looks like. I am going to print this. So guys, I am happy with this now. What we're gonna do next is we will put them all over this paper. So we'll head back to the laptop. Now that I'm happy with this, what we're gonna do is we will put it everywhere here in this paper. So I'm gonna copy. So I just drag them again like that. Right click and then copy and then paste. So I have another one here. So you just have to drag it. That's how it looks. Now I am going to highlight them again, both of them, and then copy it so that when I paste it, I've got two. I've got more. So I'll just put it like that way. Now I'll do the same thing until I get to the point at the bottom. Copy and then paste and then put this here at the bottom. So this is 4 by 14. That means we can create 56 labels. So it all depends with the size that you are planning to make, but for me, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna save it again, so I'll download it. Download. I've got my print out here now. This is a sample just to make sure that I'm happy with this. And this has been printed on the paper, A4 paper. So what we're gonna do next is we will print it with our laser heat transfer paper. So again, I'm just reminding you, I'm using heat transfer paper laser because my printer is a LaserJet printer. Okay, so I am in Ian's office because the printer is in his office. So again, a reminder, you have to read this because here it says that no mirror printing. So I remember with other videos that I've seen, you have to do a mirror printing. So on this printer, you actually have to put the paper on this part here. So usually the bond paper or the A4 paper will come out from here, but this laser printer paper will have to go this part. So what we're gonna do is we will try it first on a regular paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the word top here. I've written the word top so I know that that's how I'm gonna put my paper. I don't want to waste my paper. Laser ink paper, so I'll put this here, let it feed through. Now I will print this, but I need to follow what is on this instructions. So it says there that I have to do a manual feed. If I go to my laptop, I'll go to File, Print, and then here you have to choose it. So I'll go here on the media and then I'll choose the manual feed because that's how it is. Now we need to choose the labels. I think, where is the word labels? There is the labels. So that is in the media type, and then I'll just try and print it now. And then it will ask you here, manual feed labels A4, press OK to continue. So I'll press OK. And let's see, yeah, so the word top is there. So now I know that the clear part of the paper should go on the top. So I'm gonna put this here again. This is now my heat transfer paper. I'm gonna put it in there because I'm gonna use that for printing. Now I'm gonna go to File, Print, and then don't just print it, otherwise it's gonna use the A4 paper. You have to go to Media and Quality. You have to choose the feed and then choose manual feed. You have to go to the media type and then choose the word labels, and then that's the time you'll print it. Again, it's asking us manual feed labels A4, press OK to continue. So I'm gonna press OK, and now it's starting to print. There you go. Yay! So now that we have our printout here, so it printed on the clear part of the heat transfer paper, what we have to do next is we need our fabric. This is just a cotton fabric. I got this from Boys, and yes, this is what I'm gonna use. Sometimes I use the pink color like this for my scrunchies, but since the one that we've done is the flat one, I'm gonna use the white color. So what we're gonna do next is we will peel off the back part of it, and then we'll put this on top. So it says here on our instruction that we have to place the image should be facing upward to the cloth that we've chosen. So that is it. I put it like that. And then we have to cover it with Teflon paper. I don't have the Teflon paper. I think it's the same as this one, the baking paper. So I'm gonna use this. And now we have to iron it. So when we iron it, we have to apply firm, even, and heavy pressure on each area of the image for 5 seconds. Then we have to repeat and circularly press and iron the whole image. So this is my iron. I'm just gonna iron it. I think we're all good. So I've ironed my label. Now it's all attached on the fabric. It looks really good. I actually cut around 3 layers here. I was thinking I want to try it with a pink or other color fabric, but we'll see. This is the time now for us to cut this. That is why we put that square or rectangular layer there or mark there, so that when we cut it, we will have like a guide for ourselves. So yes, we'll cut it now. So I've done my label here. Have you done yours? Oops, dropped it. So yeah, I've got my label here. Imagine, in that one heat transfer paper, I was able to make 56 labels from it. How about you guys? How do you do your own labels? What applications do you use? Or how do you create your own labels? Do you purchase it, or do you outsource it? Do you make it yourself? How do you find doing it yourself? For me, the only thing I can say is I've saved a lot of money with it, and yes, and I can create how I wanted it to be. If you have any questions, suggestion, or anything you want to share or you want to tell me, please put it on the comment down below. I'll read it and I'll answer it for you. And yes, I hope this video has helped you or anybody out there. And thank you, loves. I'll see you in the next video. Love you all, guys. Bye.